I know, 9-0. Just kidding. It's been a while. It doesn't matter how. Is there like a stipulation on how many years in between you can claim the streak? No. Charlie, she runs a great program. She's a great coach. Like her team plays so hard, but what I'm happy is that our team responded and we were really tough tonight and just found a way. Our thing is whatever it takes, and I felt we found ways to do whatever it takes to just really fight and make plays down the stretch.
You had 25 turnovers against Washington State last week,
Mm-hmm.
and then today you only had 11, 3 in the first half, 8 in the second half. But
Yeah.
you think that was one of the major keys to the game?
I think that was a big key. Now ASU doesn't turn you over a ton. I don't think Washington State doesn't average forcing opponents to 25, but we did. So we were smarter, made better decisions. I felt one of the differences for me in the game was our start, because think of all of our starts, they've been like we get a deficit right away, and that's been hard to recover from. I felt like we were intense and we were on it from the get-go. Usually you don't see that with us till the second, third quarter, and then in the fourth we're just kind of fighting back. So I liked our intensity from the get-go, and I felt that collectively it was really solid. Whether that was Lauren coming in, Destiny coming in, making some plays at the half, Taryn coming in, some good big rebounds, some big plays. So I think collectively it was just a great team effort.
There was such an inside presence for you guys in this game. What was it that you think can change with the guards in terms for Sunday?
Well, that's kind of how it's been. That's been our theme pretty much the whole year. It's been a lot of productivity from our inside and just not great consistent shooting from the outside. But I felt that tonight, what I was proud of, Melina took a couple quick shots, but she also made a couple really big shots. And I don't think she didn't stay pressed for a long time, because sometimes they would come in like, multiples of 3, 4, 5. I think she took one, and then she would relax and execute. So I thought she played a lot smarter, and I thought she made big plays just like she did at Wazoo. We need to continue to get more productivity outside, but I think tonight Jalea gave us some of that. She was out, and she showed her heart. She was out with the doctor. I was like, where is she at? But then she came back and played and still continued to play well. So I think us getting 8 from her, she's been efficient. She's 4 for 6. But then Lauren defensively, we saw her attacking the rack and guarding her yard defensively. I felt that they all did their job tonight. No one tried to do stuff they weren't capable of doing. We didn't jack up 23s when we're not a three-point shooting team. We did the things and we executed what I asked, and I thought that I'm proud of them for doing that.
Did you learn anything about Quinn and Sophie today that you can use against them?
I learned that we need to keep the ball in their hands some more. It's tough. One-on-one, Quinn is so tall, and she's got a beautiful turnaround jumper. It's so high, you can't block it. So I felt that we let her catch it too deep sometimes, but it was hard because our post players were having to guard diagonal up screens the whole night. So when you're going around, you're gonna arrive late. So it's really good offense, and I think that it's hard. She just keeps it high, she turns, and she's a really good player. So later on, we tried to double a little bit and do different things. So I think we need to throw different things and not just force LB and Bree to be one-on-one at 6 foot against a 6'5" post. So I think we need to do a better job at giving them support.
Did you sense this kind of performance from your team all week long?
We've been competitive. In practice, I was like, we need to compete like that in the game like we do in practice. In practice, we kill each other. I mean, we go at it. We compete like we did tonight consistently. And so I'm glad that tonight we could see that in the game. Because a lot of times I didn't see that in the game, and I just have to mention there's one drill we do that they hate, but they go at it. So I just said, hey, if you guys do a better job of that, we won't have to do it. So then they're just like, ah. It's like, it's called 50 passes. But I felt that they did a really good job of like not giving up. There is going to be runs, but they make runs. It's a game of runs. And I felt that they collectively stayed together. They still looked like they were confident and felt we can win. A lot of times before, we would just be more fragmented and not be able to put things together. Like LB makes a mistake, then she gets a steal. Diving on the floor. Those intangible things are really, really important for me. And I think we did that tonight. And the games we've won, we do that. The other games, we don't. So I felt like 2 games in a row, we've done that. And so that's really good momentum for Sunday. The main thing for me was taking care of Friday at home, and then, going and you try your best on the road, but taking care of home is really important.
I think also Brianna's quickness kind of neutralized Quinn in some of the
Yeah.
sets down low, because, she ended up with 15 points.
To me, at one point, she felt like she had 27.
Yeah, it was great because, and the thing is, that what I like too is your press took a little wind out of their sails, especially with Quinn, because, she's tall, but you made her run the floor, and she had to take a lot of blows. on
Yeah, and I felt that our press, I thought, gave them some problems. There was a couple, probably at least 5 or 6 times where I felt like they were close to 10 seconds in the backcourt. So I think that really, and, Charlie's a great coach, he's going to make good adjustments for that, but we have to do that. We're at our best and we're pressing and we're making those plays, and then we're like piranhas. We go for and are we going to miss some of those? Jalea, she's going to take some more chances, but I kind of like that, and I think that I like the energy she's bringing. And I like tonight Destiny coming off the bench because she can go in as a 3 or a 4, whatever I need at that time early in the substitution.
They didn't give up. Every possession counted, and they finally took it to heart.
Yeah, and
This game.
that's what I felt. And I hope it's just not just because the rivalry. I hope it's just that we're turning the corner. That's what I'm optimistic about, because it's just the consistency of doing it and not waiting, because there's been every game, the common theme has been starting off really slow and a deficit, then you got to fight so hard to come back. And tonight's one of the first nights in a while we haven't done that. I don't know the last time we led at halftime in the Pac-12.
Talk about Taryn's return. I mean, she didn't score a lot of points, but I mean, she made a real impact, I thought, in the game by just settling things down, giving Molina a break and everything.
Yeah, I think it's just having another guard body that's a threat offensively. So having someone that can stretch the defense, you have to guard her. But she made a really big, I think, offensive rebound and a big play. And this is her first time back. So I had to limit her minutes. She was supposed to be limited to maximum like 10. So we were at 6. And I could have played her 15, but I want to also play her on Sunday. So I thought she did a really good job.
Is both teams' low assist totals a result of just the intensity
And the
high
pressure. Yeah, it is. Because then you hold the ball, then with a lot of pressure, you want to drive it. So yes, it is.
Talk about what you expect.
So I think we had 5 first half, I think. Yeah. So, wow, I didn't realize it was that bad. Well, because then the posts were driving, so, yeah. Talk about what?
Your Sunday, because you know it's gonna be a war.
Yeah, it's gonna be a war. Tomorrow's gonna just be a walkthrough, some small adjustments, like they adjusted really well to one of our actions, a down screen for the post, so now we're gonna readjust to that. I thought they did a lot of diagonal up screens, some flat screens gave us some problems, so we'll just make those small adjustments after film tonight, and then just go out there and just, if we play as hard as we did tonight, we'll have a good chance. So,
Anything else?
no, good, all right, thank you.
See you Sunday.
I might have to wear pleather every day, right?
See you Sunday.
Bye.
When's your deadline?